Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacey Hanrahan, and welcome to Friday's episode of The Boaters TV. First up, our Captain's Caption photo was provided by Reed Jackson. We'll reveal the caption of the day at the end of the show. Next up, in Ship Shape, making perfect electrical connections in our blue water sailing segment. Onboard electrical systems can be finicky. Unless your wiring is in top shape, some part of it is bound to fail on you. But how can you blame it? You'd be cranky too if you were constantly exposed to corrosion, vibration, and chafing. For many problems, a bad connection is often the culprit. So making proper crimped terminals can help avoid future problems. Now, you can't just twist wire together or wrap some around a terminal screw. Blue Water Sailing's Mark Cork walks us through the steps for making a terminal connection that is neat and will allow the free movement of electricity. If you're using brand new cable, you can skip step number 1, which is cutting off any ragged or corroded ends using a pair of side cutters. Next, remove the insulation from the part of the wire that will be entered into the terminal. Be careful not to cut into or expose too much of the wire. Now, twist the wire strands together between your thumb and forefinger, just as you would do with thread before threading a needle. Take an inch-long piece of heat shrink that's the same color as the cable insulation and slip it onto the wire. Now slide a terminal connector onto the end of the cable. Push it all the way in and use a pair of crimping pliers to squeeze it onto the wire. You're almost done. Position the heat shrink so that it covers the crimp completely. Use a hot air gun or a simple match to shrink it into place. That's it. You've got a perfect electrical connection. For more detailed step-by-step instructions, read Mark's entire article at www.bwsailing.com. Now it's time for our Boat Test Reports feature of the week, where we'll take a look at the 28EX by Southport.
Captain Rob Smith on board the Southport 28EX. Now these are built for 4-stroke engines. It's got a pair of 250s on it. It'll take 350s. It was built for the heavy duty. On the stern, we've got the fish box. We've got raw and fresh water. Down below, we've got access to batteries. Got your cranking batteries. It's also got a storage battery inside and 2 more down here for an air conditioning system. Tackle storage and drawers. More tackle storage over there. Huge fish locker. Drains overboard. Inside over here. Live well. Here at the helm we got a couple of interesting features. First of all, the top is an acrylic top and they use double-sided tape to adhere it on. They've tested it, it stays on even at above 80 miles an hour. The sight lines at the helm are very important when you're driving. A lot of times when you're looking at boats, that doesn't make much of a deal to you, but believe me, when you're out driving, it makes a large deal to you.
The cabin has basic accommodations for a night aboard or a cozy weekend together. The galley includes storage, microwave, sink, and refrigerator. The forward seating converts to a berth, and the head is over on the port aft.
And when you got a boat inside on sands like this, it's really easy to take a look at something you also don't get a good chance to look at often. It's the quality of the finish of the surface of the boat. This is a very shiny, reflective, almost mirror perfect finish on there. You don't have print through, you don't have a lot of waves in the side. When you look down the side, nice and smooth.
Thanks to BoatTEST for that report. To see more of the Southport 28EX, you can cruise on over to BoatTEST website at www.boattest.com. Next up in Yada Yada Yada, we're taking a jungle cruise. If you're sick of the same old cruise to the Bahamas and want to experience a new destination, consider the Amazon River. The company Aqua Expeditions is the first to offer luxury cruising through the Amazon. You can book a 3, 4, or 7-night cruise on the 130-foot-long MV Aqua. The voyages begin in Iquitos, Peru, and take passengers through the Pacaya Samiria Reserve, a 5 million-acre nature sanctuary. Like other cruise ships, the MV Aqua offers shore excursion trips. Passengers can spend their days visiting local villages or fishing on a remote tributary. They can also hike jungle trails where there's a good chance of spotting monkeys, exotic birds, and plenty of creepy crawlers as well, I'm sure. Now, the MV Aqua may be a luxury riverboat, but remember, you're cruising through a jungle. Life aboard is casual. Be sure to pack your hiking shoes, sunscreen, and plenty of mosquito repellent. The vessel has 12 guest suites that all have extra large windows for excellent views of the river and its banks. After a long day ashore, comfort can be found in the dining room, indoor and outdoor lounges, or on the observation deck. So if you're looking for a luxury cruise that's in an exotic location, check out the MV Aqua at www.aquaexpeditions.com. And now it's time to reveal Stacey's TheBoaters.com Sealebrity profile pick of the day, which is Captain Lisa Fulton and her 41-foot Kettenberg Blue Max. Lisa has been sailing for 20 years and is a licensed captain. Her and her husband love scuba diving in exotic places. One day she hopes to sail around the world. Welcome to the Boaters and congrats on your Sealebrity status. And finally today, the captain's caption of the day is, "This camo is so good, I can't even see the lake." Submitted by Jim Chapman. That'll do it for this episode of the Boaters TV. See you back here on Monday.